bang blank. Oh no.
No.
Is it because it went to sleep?
No.
It just went to sleep. I don't understand why mine has to turn on. Like nothing else I have to do that with. Anyway, I have a nanner. After many technical difficulties, we've made it.
Hello.
Episode 3.
3 for 3. We made it pretty far.
You know, if it makes you feel any better, you could ask Zach how many episodes it took before I finally got our process like streamlined without error.
I feel like it's still with error sometimes.
It is sometimes. We're working with technology. I mean, it's not perfect. And like also, I mean, if we could afford like even semi-pro equipment, then like we wouldn't have issues. You know what I mean? That stuff is built to work without error.
Yeah.
When you spend like $100 on a mixer, it's just not going to be perfect every time you turn it on. There's always going to be horseshit working with Mac OS and, you know.
I think someone ran over my neck while I was sleeping. It hurts so bad.
Well, good thing you have this 1,800-pound blanket to compress you.
On my neck.
Just lay down and you put it on your neck, you probably just die. Problem solved, I guess.
I need to stop waking up at 7 a.m. when we're recording podcasts because I'm so tired. By,
You
like,
wake up because you're
fucking
so
noon.
excited.
I am, and then you're not here. And then we start, and I'm like, oh, I'm so tired. I need a nap.
I can just hide under this. Just like this. No one has to see my body. I'm only head.
You're wearing a hoodie.
Yeah?
No one will see your body anyways.
No, but you can't tell I have a body. Now I am only a head.
Are you a paraplegic?
I'm a detached head, just floating around.
You're
you
like
better
that-
carry me.
That old lady on SpongeBob. What are they selling? Chocolates. Oh, chocolate.
If you're too young, I feel like people don't
You
get
shouldn't
that.
be here.
I feel like people don't
Definitely shouldn't be here. If you
get that. I don't even
know
know
what that
if
is.
like Kiwi gets it.
She's exiled.
I don't think she knew Vine. But like I introduced
Do
her
it for the Vine.
I introduced her to Vines. Like go on YouTube and watch a Vine compilation. Hilarious.
Did she like it?
Yeah, and now we talk about them. Like, look at all those chickens and free shavakadu.
I don't know any of those. I wasn't on Vine a lot, but I will say my favorite Vine is like this little kid runs in the door of a house. He's like, "Sup, fuckers," and it's either his brother or his friend. And he's like, "Why do you have my phone?" And he says, "Fuck you, that's why." And then he runs away, and that's just my favorite thing.
That's a Vine that happened.
Yeah.
What my favorite Vine is probably, well, one of them. I have two. One is the girl with the sunglasses and the like curly hair. It's like a white girl with curly hair. She whips around and it's the like da 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 da. That's a really bad impression of the song.
I don't know what that is.
But she like whips around and she's like, do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Okay, I'll have to send that one to you. But I also like the one where the girl's walking by, like a guy sitting on his stoop recording for I don't know why. And the girl walks by on her phone and she's like, and they were roommates. And the guy whispers at the phone, he's like, and they were roommates. Have you heard that one?
No.
That one's funny too.
I honestly, like, I probably spent a total of like 3 hours on Vine in the entire existence of
I never
Vine.
had the app. I just
What did you do?
I guess I just like heard about them. Like maybe they were
You didn't
on.
have the Vine app?
No, I didn't. I didn't even have like, I think at the time of Vine, I didn't even have social media.
I don't.
Remember, like I didn't have social media before I had a business.
Yes, you did.
Not really.
That's how we became friends.
Yeah, but I had
Facebook.
a business.
Yeah, I guess I thought before you meant like before you got like big.
So the only reason I had a social media right before I had a business was because I was doing recruiting for my rugby team. And I needed like social, like I needed a Facebook to be able to be like a person.
Yeah, I guess.
But I was like old even then, going back to college and playing rugby. So I just didn't do that then.
My neck is gonna fall off.
And we've come full circle. So anyway,
Conspiracy and scammers.
conspiracy and con artists.
Fucking, yep.
And then I'm going to go. It's going to be different every time.
I don't know what I did last time.
I don't know.
Dun, dun. Conspiracy and scam artist.
Con artist.
Fuck.
You know, it's the CC. You got to do it. We'll get it right. We're going to do a little segment every episode, probably, where we talk about conspiracies and or con artists.
Hold on. Before we get into the con artist, this is something I need to tell you. My friend. I remember someone telling me this a long, long, long time ago. Can you talk?
Can I?
Okay, I thought my headset shut off. So I remember someone telling me this a long, long time ago, and I really thought that it was someone I still talk to. So I messaged him on Snap this morning, and I was like, was it you? And he's like, oh, abso-fucking-lutely. Giraffes are fake.
Drafts.
Giraffes.
Giraffes. I thought you said drafts. Like,
no, like
you know,
giraffe,
like the NFL.
like a
Giraffe. Yeah.
Giraffes are fake. And his reasoning for that one is, what sound does a giraffe make?
Probably. I don't know.
That's a goat.
No, that'd be meh.
That's a sheep.
Meh.
Yeah, giraffes don't make any sounds.
I guarantee they do. If nothing else, they whack their necks together, and that sure makes a noise.
Yeah, so then I said, well, that's not fair because fish don't make sounds. And he said, they go gulp. And I said, no, that's like an action. They're not actually using like a fucking voice box to go gulp, 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 gulp.
Neither do crickets. They rub their fucking legs together.
Those things freak me the fuck out.
Crickets?
Those are right up there with
Crickets.
porcupines.
Here. I'm going to play a giraffe sound. That's what it says.
Yeah, but the internet's kind of a liar.
Giraffe sounds.
It sounds accurate.
That's a beluga. Or a whale.
They sound like really big cows, I bet.
Well, I've never heard a giraffe make a sound. And I've been...
How much time have you genuinely spent
I have
around?
been... Think about all the times that I go to the zoo.
But like, in the scheme of things.
I've fed one and they didn't say fucking thank you.
Like, the people at the pet store who take care of the hermit crabs didn't know the hermit crabs make sounds. They do. I've heard them scream in probably terror as Lucky is killing his cage mate. But I've
Lucky
heard them.
2 and Lucky 2 too.
Yeah, I've heard them make noises. They make like a squeaky noise. So that's not a fair.
You know, I believe that they're real. But he had a really good point when he said, like, what sounds do a giraffe? He also thinks that geese are our government. He thinks all of these are government things.
Like, birds aren't real.
Yeah, that might have been him too who told me that. But I know that... I think it was geese. I think it was geese where he was like, you ever seen a baby goose?
Yeah.
He hasn't?
Fucking get out more. I don't know what to tell you.
Yep, so anyone who's near a giraffe or a goose, make sure that you don't tell them your deepest, darkest secrets because the government is listening, P.S.
The government's already listening. And they definitely know all my secrets.
I texted Zach something the other day. Oh, I was unhappy with someone, and I texted Zach, and I said, why are we letting him continue to live? And Zach said, hello, FBI, nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so... Anyways, our con artist of the day is Anna Delvey. If you guys don't know who she is on... I'm just talking a deep breath, I guess.
No breathing.
Anna Delvey. She has a documentary on Netflix called Inventing Anna. The documentary was written, I don't know by who, but a journalist heard about her when she got arrested and decided, hey, I'm gonna look more into this. She interviewed Anna when she was in jail. She also interviewed all of Anna's friends. She went all the way to Germany to interview Anna's parents. And she gave all of that information to, or helped produce, this documentary, which is on Netflix. And Netflix paid $320,000 to get this story, which just seems like a really... Did you feel like that was a really big amount? Because I felt like that was a really fucking big amount.
In the scheme of movie production, no. Even in the scheme of documentary production,
That's what I
truly,
meant.
I don't really think so.
Okay.
I mean, if it's primarily written on like the reporter, like the journalist accounts, then I'm assuming they have interview footage, or no?
No.
Then you're really limited on your on your production costs.
I don't think that cameras could go into the jail that she was in.
Then you don't even have like a cameraman costs, like recording stuff. Like you just would have whatever your acting in your reenactments
right
would go, or whatever,
I'm having some big problems today.
You're so uncomfortable.
We
need comfy chairs instead. It doesn't help that we're underneath an 18-pound blanket.
Well, that makes it really difficult to move in general.
Yeah.
Anyways, Anna Delvey. She was born in Russia, moved to Germany at 16, and then came over to the U.S. and she... Fucking Christ, what is that? What is it called when you act like someone else? Impersonated. She was like impersonating that she was a German heiress with a ton of money. She would take her friends on very expensive vacations. She would go out and she was in Manhattan, so high-end restaurants. You're looking at a good chunk of money. She would take her friends out to eat and pay the whole bill and tip in hundreds. So everyone thought that she was just this really high-end person from Germany, even though she was also from Russia. So yeah, Anna Delvey. Also, she was mentioned when we talked about Billy McFarland. She was somehow friends with him, and I did not figure out how. Sorry.
I mean, scammers got a scam, I guess,
Maybe it's like Scammers Unite.
Yeah. They're
Maybe
probably like,
there's a
we could connect our powers of conning, and
She probably got his stupid fucking credit card.
that's, what? That's probably part of the problem.
She went to his VIP parties. That's how they knew each other.
Who's the better scammer then, truly? Who's the better con artist? Billy for convincing Anna to come to these terrible parties?
I think they were fun. They looked pretty fucking
Yeah,
fun.
but it was all a scam.
Yeah.
Or
I personally think that Billy McFarland is a better person than Anna Delvey is.
I think Billy McFarland is just delusional.
He's fucking stupid.
Yeah, he's just like straight up delusions.
Yeah.
I think
Anna flat
Delvey
out
is
was like, I want to fuck everyone over.
Yeah.
Anyways, turns out, in case you ever watched a documentary or anything, Anna Delvey is not actually her name. She decided to just like change it when she came to the U.S. Her real last name is Sorokin. But I think she probably knew that people were going to try to research.
Well, of course. If you want to do bad things and you don't want to like have any repercussions connected to you, if they can't find you by your real name,
they're going to try to find the fucking Prince of Germany or whatever.
the reason that you're
you're
an
famous.
heiress.
Yeah,
Yeah.
why? They're probably going to try to find that. So she changed her last name. She became very popular in the wealthy groups of people in Manhattan and New York, and she was very present on social media, showing that she could afford to go to fucking Hawaii. I don't know, anywhere she wanted to go.
Apparently,
Morocco. Morocco was a place that she went, and she convinced her best friend to go with her. And when it was time to pay, none of her cards were working, and the hotel staff was like getting really aggressive, and they're like, if you do not pay this, something bad's gonna happen. And from how I saw it, it was like they were gonna die. I don't know if that's true. Don't count my word for that. But it looked as though they were like, you gonna die today, son. So
I can see it now. Yes.
So Anna couldn't pay with her 19 credit cards for some reason. So her best friend that she convinced, I don't even think Rachel wanted to go on this fucking trip either. I think she begged Rachel to go on this damn trip.
It's like the worst part.
Yeah. Yeah. So Rachel only had one credit card, and it was her work credit card. But if you don't pay, you die. So she put $62,000 on her work credit card for this fucking vacation she didn't even want to go on to begin with.
The part that I'm really baffled about is that, like, granted, we don't live in a place that it's expensive to live in. Having a 6-figure income here isn't necessary. But, like, having a 5-digit credit limit or potentially more, because I know that exists, but like at what point do you have that? Like how average is that to have a $50,000 or $100,000 credit limit? Because it's not like you could have a $62,000 credit limit and then just put $62,000 on it. That's not how it works. So you would have to have, and that makes sense for a business, especially in New York. A business having a credit card with that much like credit available totally makes sense to me. But like, had she not had that,
what would they
even
have
backing
done?
up, how did Anna even have like credit cards that had that? You know what I mean? Like, we have no realistic proof of income for her, right? How did she get the credit cards to begin with? And if she, as we know, is there on visa, she's not a U.S. citizen at the time. So like, how is she getting?
I feel like she had
credit
to
cards.
Sleep with people for some.
I just don't understand how like she got to this point.
I don't understand either. It seems as though from what we have read and researched, Anna doesn't like actually have a job.
It doesn't make any sense.
So I don't really know.
I mean, we know how it happened. She absolutely conned her way.
Yeah, but as far
Into
as
it, but,
the
like,
credit cards, it doesn't make a lot of sense how she was getting credit cards that were that big without, because like she wasn't paying it off every month. You know what I mean? Like, and I feel like to get your credit limit that high, you have to be really good at, you know, let's say that it starts at 10,000 and then you pay it off every month for 6 months, and then it goes to 12,000 because you pay it off.
Yeah.
And they trust you. Did she ever fucking pay it off before? Like, how I understand how credit cards go that high. I don't understand how she got the luxury of having that.
With presumably
Nothing.
no proof of income. No, like,
nothing. Other than her saying that she was a German heiress and she has like fucking trillions of dollars in some account over in Germany.
yeah. And even then, like, you would think a company might vet that.
A little bit.
Just a little
quick
bit.
Google search.
PayPal Credit doesn't even want to give me like $200 most of the time. So like, I don't know.
I feel like PayPal Credit, this is sidetracking, but PayPal Credit is one of the hardest credit cards for me to pay because I fucking forget. They don't email me very often. You know what? I do get like 10,000 fucking emails a day.
That might be part of the problem.
That is the number one payment that I like log in and it's like payment is due in 3 hours and I'm like,
yes.
Anyways, she wasn't using PayPal Credit, I don't think. It was probably like Discover,
What's
Capital
Klarna
One.
paying for?
I can fuck with pay with
or
for.
like pay, whatever it is. Sure.
Sezzle paying for.
Afterpay.
Affirm. I can get down with. I have accounts on every fucking one of them, and guess what? I probably have a balance on every single one of them. It comes out of my account. It's fine. I mean, I have the money. I just don't have the. Well, most of the time I do have the whole chunk at that point, but that seems ouchy.
I don't even have a job. So
This
like
is your job.
I don't know what that's like anymore.
Anyways. Going back to Anna. Circling back to the reason we talked about any type of credit card. She told Rachel she would wire her money. She'd wire her money back within like 3 days. So 3 days pass, she doesn't have it. And she keeps asking Anna, like, where's this fucking money? $62,000 is a lot. And Rachel said that her company didn't necessarily check the statements every month. Probably like every 3 months they went through and checked, what everything was. But if they get the statement next month and it is $62,000 more than what it was last time, they're definitely going to check it. So she doesn't have months to pay this off. She does not have that amount of time. And I honestly think that once she paid it off, she was going to go to her boss and be like, hey, listen, this is what happened. I paid it back within a week. Mm-hmm. And as me personally, I'd be pissed as the boss. But I think I'd be like, okay, just don't fucking do that again. Yeah. But like they paid it off without any interest building, without even a statement coming through. It is what it is. That's not what happened. And I kept telling her like that she sent her a wire transfer. She sent her a wire transfer. I don't know what you're talking about. I sent you the wire transfer. She didn't. Which, who the fuck? I don't even know how to do a wire transfer.
Honestly,
PayPal me.
It seems so sketchy to me.
A wire transfer?
Yeah.
I don't even know how to do it.
Even though like a bank to bank transfer is totally legit, it still seems like it's gonna get lost.
It feels like a check.
It feels worse than a check. Like at least you've got a paper proof. You know what I mean? Even when you take the picture and deposit it, like at least there's proof that something was supposed to happen there. Right? A wire transfer is just like, I did it. Okay. And
yeah. The thing about any electronical, like even people PayPaling me or something, I would be sketched out for someone to pay me $1,000 via PayPal or something, only because it can be taken back. Electronically, it can be taken back. Mm-hmm. So wire transfers, I feel like that's even... You're right. There's no proof.
I mean, I'm sure that there's like something or whatever, but it's just like that doesn't seem. It's probably the most legitimate. Truly, it's probably the most legitimate way to like pass money around. But that's like I think of like scary. Western Union transfers. You know what I mean? Those seem sketchy.
Are those how people pay for drugs?
Wire transfers, like Western Union?
Yeah, I feel like I remember.
I have a story.
My friend doing that.
I have a story about Western Union. So when I just like up and left Texas, I just drove away.
Yep.
Someone, my debit card got shut off. Yeah. I was in like Arkansas. My debit card got shut off.
Wait.
And I didn't have a driver's license because
the bank or okay.
No. It got shut off. So I pulled into a grocery store because that was like the closest thing and waited till it opened to go accept a wire transfer from my sister from Western Union. Like I had to go in the grocery store and like pick up the money.
Yeah.
It was so, and the funniest part is like I had lost my driver's license, my Pennsylvania driver's license, and I had my sheriff like at the county courthouse.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have my driver's license when I graduated high school. Mm-hmm. I had gotten like a county ID that's like stamped by the sheriff. Yeah. Like it's a real ID, but it's not like as official. Like it shouldn't be accepted in place of like a state ID. It's not like that legit. And I like handed them that and then just didn't make eye contact. When I'm like accepting the money, I'm just like, here you go. And then I just like didn't pay attention.
They
give me the money, but
they can't tell that it's not real if they don't make eye contact.
That's of course.
Because your eyes are like shaking back and forth. Or are they
I'm like, just give me the money because I'm stuck here.
I need to go home.
I need to get gas.
I need to go get my mom.
Yeah, pretty much.
Go see my mommy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks. That's terrifying. But also,
But it was just sketchy is the point. Like Western Union is known to be just like a sketchy mess.
I'm like 90% sure that's how my drug friend got money.
I'm pretty sure that's how the Nigerian prince is trying to pay everybody.
How do I get accepted into that program? I have no fucking idea.
Post a pretty picture on the internet and hope that the fake Nigerian prince is coming to share his millions with you.
We are going to have a little, after we get over Anna Delvey, we can go through my requested DMs on TikTok about how people want to be my sugar daddy.
Well, let's move on. Let's get through Anna Delvey. Come on. We need to know.
I don't remember where we left off.
Just the credit card.
Okay.
And she was paying by wire transfer.
Yeah.
And the girl, she was like, I gave you it.
Yeah. And then Anna's like, yeah, it didn't go through, I guess. Which I just watched this clip while we were doing things.
Yeah.
So I have more information on it. Anna also got really pissed at her for like continually asking for her money back. Like that was petty money. Like just pay it yourself. I'll get it to you when I get it to you. I don't know about you, but me, I can't pay that. That's going to take me a fucking lifetime to pay off $62,000. I'm going to be dead before I pay that off. So that would be, in my opinion, that would be the death of me. Anyways, she lost her job. Rachel lost her job.
Because like it's not like even if Anna wanted to be like, that's petty that you're asking back like for this money back, like personally, it wasn't personal. It was on her work credit card. Like
It
that's
was
not
for
even
work.
that's not fair at all.
No.
Like she's never gonna pay it back because she's gonna get fired from the job and then not have the money to pay it
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
Because she got taken to court, right? Or whatever.
I
Rachel.
don't remember what happened with Rachel. Rachel did report her to the police though.
Rightfully so.
Yeah. So that's I think Rachel is the start of how Anna got caught.
Mm-hmm.
Is she reported this to the police and the police essentially were like, meh.
Well, I mean,
They had no written agreement or anything. Like that, I mean, she had no leg to stand on for that.
right.
It was wrong,
Yeah.
but she had no proof. So the police kind of just like
Like she
yeah,
would only have a civil suit. That's like not a criminal matter.
Yeah, I think they put in a report on it or something
Yeah.
and then like moved on. So during this whole thing, Anna was supposed to she wanted to get $22 million to open an art studio and event center. And I believe that it also like had a bar restaurant thing
That's a lot of things in one.
in it. It was a huge fucking building. Huge.
Like
Like
she's trying to like make like a multi.
it was like
business
almost
complex.
a mall
Yeah. Okay.
type look.
I gotcha.
From what I watched.
Right.
I wasn't there.
Not personally. Anyway.
I wasn't there. Unfortunately, she didn't give me a tour of the building or anything. But, you know, that's
disappointing.
what it was. And she needed $22 million as a loan. And I'm not, like... So she was going to different banks. She got declined by tons and tons of banks. And then I think that she decided, like, all right, no one's going to flat out give me $22 million. But let's try to get like $1 million from 22 banks or like 10 million from 2 banks. You know, like we can spread this out. Altogether, she got 2 banks to give her loans that added up to $250,000. So unfortunately, she was a little short.
The part that I'm like baffled by is like people with like verifiable income
Can't get loans like that.
can't get loans
Cannot get
even
loans like
for
that.
like $20,000 sometimes
Uh-huh.
to like start a business, let alone a business that's planning on being like a multi-million-dollar investment.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we think that she
So, no, we know. They needed, I know one, it focused on one of the banks. It did not focus on the other bank that loaned her money. I thought it was only one bank. Apparently it was 2. So in the documentary, he kept saying like, I need this proof that you have money in Germany to give you this loan. I need to talk to whoever, because she said that like she doesn't handle the money. You know, she has a person that does that.
of course.
So Anna star 67 calls up the banker. Hello, this is Anna's attorney. And he fucking believes it. So Anna pretended to be an attorney an accountant, and a financial advisor for herself. She used like a voice changer, called the banks, blah, blah, blah. And then she also made up her own bank statements, typed them all out like it was this official bank. And remember, it's in German. So like,
Right.
they didn't, as far as it made it look, as they didn't really like look into, is this a real bank?
Right.
Because
It's foreign.
you can't understand it.
Right.
And I think they were just like, all right, approved, go ahead. Gave her money.
Outrageous.
Gave her money. So finally in 2019, she gets caught for being a little scammy McScammerson. And then she's in court. She hires this really good attorney, which also 85% sure she does sexual favors for.
Why? Is
how
that
fuck
just
she
your
gonna
your
pay
your
him?
just your theory?
There was some weird scene that made me feel that way
In the
in the documentary.
yeah, okay.
But that will never be proven or not proven because the attorney's never going to say it, and neither
Right,
will
of
she. So,
course.
like, that's just how I felt for a certain scene. I'm like, that's how she's paying him. Makes sense. So they're at court, and in this courthouse, you are not allowed to wear your jumpsuit. You have to wear actual clothing. The attorney, like, brought her just like nice clothes, like a button-up shirt or something. She throws a fucking fit. Will not change out of her jumpsuit until he gets her some high-class clothing to wear because she's not Paul. She sends wire transfers. She's not Paul, you know? And he's like, Anna, this is hurting you. And she's like, I'm pretty comfortable in this jumpsuit.
It's baffling to me she would rather wear the jumpsuit
Yeah,
than just clothes.
it was just normal clothes. I'm like I'm sure that it was from like fucking Walmart or something. You know, like it wasn't anything really nice. But yeah, he he had to go. She would like he had to go buy her high-end clothes, whatever she wants, for her to appear in court. And this had to happen within like a half hour. Like, the judge essentially said, you have a half hour to get her out of here. We're fucking done. Case closed. So he had to go. I think he sent, actually, the journalist, go get her clothes.
Right. I mean, I'm sure somebody bounced to go get it.
Yeah. Also, like, it was down to the underwear. It had to be high class. You could not
Outrageous.
just go to fucking Kohl's and get underwear. It's not comfy, you know? She's got to be comfort.
Is she not wearing underwear in her jumpsuit? Can't we just...
It's prison underwear. If she's gonna
So
wear the prison
what?
underwear, she might as well wear her prison jumpsuit.
She's
in which
willing
she
to wear the
liked.
jumpsuit.
She liked it. He said, "You look far too comfortable in your jumpsuit to go out there in a jumpsuit," which it's not allowed anyways. But he said, like, "You look far too comfortable where you're at," and she's like, "I'm fine. I'm not Paul. I'll send a wire transfer."
I hate the voice you do.
That's how she talks.
No.
Do you take wire transfers? You look poor. Why are you wearing that?
I hope they quote you on the Anna Delvey Show podcast. Hosted by Anna Delvey herself.
She's going to beat the shit out of me. Well, I didn't scam people. I own a real business and I pay real fucking taxes and I'm in real debt. So how about that, Anna?
Oh my god.
But she went to prison. Netflix picked up her life story, paid $320,000 for it. She paid her fines and her restitution, and in the end called it a kind gesture, not like this is what a good person would do. She's
Or just
like,
not comment and fucking do it like the law ordered you to.
Yeah, she was like, I'm being nice. This is my good deed of the year. Paying your own fucking fines is her good deed of the year.
So interestingly enough.
Did you find out why they're friends? No? Okay.
No, I didn't. But I did want to note that the article that I found about her current situation
Yeah.
is that she was released off of house arrest on August 16th.
She's allowed to go in New York.
I'm
anywhere
sorry,
in New
her
York.
social media ban, which was part of her house arrest.
Okay.
Her social media ban ended on August 16th, but she, at that point, amassed 1.1 million followers on Instagram alone.
I was one of them.
So in like
For fucking sure.
14 days.
For sure. I was part of that.
Outrageous.
If she came up to me right now and she'd be like, hold on, I got to think of her voice again. Maggie, would you like to be friends because you're poor?
Why would she?
I would be like, will you send me a wire transfer? Absolutely, Anna. Like, absolutely, I'd be friends with her.
She said, like in her interview with the Daily Mail, I guess, she said, quote, I made mistakes, but I've grown up and I'm in a different mindset now. So at what point did you say, fuck you, I'm only doing this because I'm nice, and saying,
Yeah.
I've grown?
Well, she also continually says, I am not sorry for the things that I did. I'm sorry. I am not sorry for the things that I did.
Where's the growth, Anna?
Well, there is none, but she wants people to believe that so she can fucking scam them again.
Well, yeah, because she went on to say, I want to get on with the rest of my life. I hope people will see that I've changed and that I'm not the same person, and they'll give me the opportunity to move on. But, okay, but she is now part of a reality TV series called The Anonymous, and it's quoted as saying, like, in the advertising, I may know a thing or two about deception, and trust me, I'd never lie to you. Also, hold on, third quote, gaslighting can be a great way to get ahead. At what point does any of that feel like remorseful? Like you've grown? Like you literally can't.
I think it
have
depends
changed
on the
it all.
day. She has like multiple personality disorder. It depends on the day. Does she want to be scammy, Anna? Or does she want to be nice?
That's an
Anna?
interesting take. Not to play armchair psychologist, but I feel like
maybe she has the personality disorder.
I feel like that's not likely. If anything, maybe she's a
Trying to give her
psychopath.
the benefit of the fucking
No,
doubt.
I think she's
man.
probably more. If anything,
I have something important to say.
okay.
Anna Delvey knew Billy McFarland's team, like his team members,
Okay.
at his credit card company, which was Magnesis.
Magnesis. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
She has to stay in. Okay, wait. In the headquarters. Like she just needed a place to crash. So I'm assuming that it was like the headquarters was also like a apartment.
Yeah, we
House
knew
thing.
that there was like a penthouse thing
Yeah.
attached to it or whatever.
Yeah. So she has to stay for a few days. She never fucking left.
Makes sense.
Like it says the company moved into a townhouse to get rid of her. Got rid of the whole thing. It says Anna Delvey and Billy McFarland were acquaintances who lived together in New York City in 2013. So they weren't just like past buyers, apparently. They lived together for a little bit.
Maybe Billy picked up on some of her skills.
Maybe she picked up on some of his. You know what? He was like, you scam your friends, and I'm gonna go scam your friends' friends. And we'll get back together. See you later.
I feel like Billy is a delusional person with good intentions. I think Anna Delvey is a bad person with bad intentions.
Well, they were friends. They decided to live together for a little bit.
I want you to know also that on Anna Delvey's podcast, right, that is run by her, she wants to explore the quote unquote preconceived notions of rule breakers and quote unquote tired notions of what's right and wrong.
I'm
So,
fucking
yeah.
tired for her.
This-
I am tired for her. How is she gonna battle that? Like,
how are you taking on these tired notions of right and wrong? Like your moral compass is just fucked, girlfriend. That's it. Like
you're just fucked up.
you have no sense of remorse, clearly.
Yeah. Like,
you're not gonna convince anybody on your podcast to change their mind.
no, she probably fucking will, and that's the problem. That's why she shouldn't
That's
be able
terrifying.
to have a podcast.
Terrifying.
That's, yeah. I don't know if I have anything else on her.
Well, she was sentenced to 4 to 12 years in state prison and released early in 2021.
Yep, and then she was on Dancing with the Stars last year, 2024. Her probation officer let her, or I don't know, whatever. They let her travel for it. She was allowed to go out of New York for Dancing with the Stars.
That I'm not sure what they would call him. The person that designs her outfits or whatever for the show was saying he would bedazzle her ankle monitor.
Yeah, for her.
Yep.
Yep, he had rhinestones. They were being interviewed, and he's like, oh, I already have all of the rhinestones and everything we need. It's going to be beautiful.
That's absolutely outrageous.
And
it is unfair.
What?
It's unfair that you can do all of those things.
And then you're just like, hey.
And you become famous. And not even the fame part, because like I don't want to become famous like that.
Yeah.
But like you're making money off of all the fucked up shit you did.
So much money.
Even after you go to jail.
So much money. Even after you go to jail and say paying your restitution is a kind gesture.
Everything. I hope nobody impressionable is listening because I'm about to say something awful.
Oh no.
Everything that the world teaches us is that being a good person fucks you over. It's so unfair.
For sure. Absolutely. There is no doubt about that. Like you can do this, this might fall into irresponsibility actually, but like Zach, he often he'll see like someone at the gas station and he'll pay for their meal, or he'll buy them the drink that they're trying to get, or a trucker or something. And then it's like a week fucking later and he's like, Boo, can I have $10 because I kind of spent it on a trucker I wanted to help him out and I'm fucking broke. Irresponsibility, sure, but also like he never gets there. The break is never cut for him, but he's always giving it to other people. He's always doing good things for other people. And like life is just like, you're gonna pay $900 a month to someone you used to be married to for no fucking reason. Oh. I know, I thought about it. I'm just gonna do it. Life fucks you over when you're good to other people, though.
I mean, like karmically, I'm hopeful. Like
Yeah.
I don't live my life based on my outcomes for right now.
Yeah.
But like,
when does that good karma come back? Because I feel like bad karma hits pretty fucking fast. Like if I do something today that was mean and spiteful, probably next week, I'm going to stub my toe so hard I have to go to the hospital.
Or curse you.
Yeah, don't fucking do that to me because it's still working on Zach and it's been like 2 years. Jesse cursed my husband to stub his toe.
I feel like I just have a strong connection with the universe because I was just like, I hope you fucking stub your toe. Because I forget, he was whispering in the microphone like, this, I just really fucking hate it.
And he's been stubbing his toe ever since.
I don't know how to take it back. Like, he's definitely served the time for the crime. I just don't know how to stop
only
it.
need to serve like 3 times and it's been 2 fucking years.
I wish someone could serve me the time for the crime by being like, one time you were nice, so let's pay you millions of dollars.
Oh my god, dude, I would be happy if like $6 extra showed up in my Venmo or something. I'd be like, fuck yeah.
Okay, so you remember how the TikTok tarot card readers, 2 different ones, told me I was going to become rich or famous or something in February. I mean, today's the last day, so whatever. I guess it's not really happening. But we did make like $500 on scratch off lottery tickets.
You did. I forgot.
We definitely did
about
not spend
that.
even half that much. Like we spent maybe like 60,
you guys
70
made a bunch of
bucks.
money on that.
Yeah. And we made a whole bunch of money.
See, that's a good thing that happened to you.
It's not enough though. More.
No. You have to be thankful for the good things that happen.
I am, but I'm aiming for higher.
So
many good things. In the last calendar year, so many good things have come my way.
Mm-hmm.
Like my dad won a stay at a bed and breakfast that my parents don't go out. So they gave it to us. We got to do that. My dad also won on the radio tickets to an amusement park that we were going. He won it on a Thursday. We were going to that town where that amusement park is the following Monday.
Yeah.
Like, what a weird coincidence that he even called to, like, we'd never been to that place before. I guess those are the two. I'm sure that there's more great things that had happened.
I stayed in your life.
I stayed in your life. We won $600 on scratch off tickets that my parents spent like $20 for Christmas. And then we won like over $1,000 in the span of like 2 months.
That's
on
incredible.
Like really minimal scratch off lottery tickets. It's crazy.
That is amazing. Can you not hear her?
Not now.
No, I can't hear her now either.
It's gone.
She's being fucking annoying.
Chanel keeps crying, so sorry if you hear it.
Last year sucked for me though.
You only borrowed money from me like once.
No, just in general, it was so exhausting, and like I couldn't catch a break. Last year was so stressful. And I can't even name like a specific thing that happened. Last year is such a blur to me except for Disney.
I can't remember anything. We went on a cruise.
You did go on a cruise and you lost your fucking earrings.
No, I lost my necklace. I have the earrings still. We bought jewelry in St. Martin or St. Thomas. St. Thomas. Yeah.
Yeah, and you lost that.
Yeah, I lost my
But
necklace.
you guys had so much fun. You guys sent me so many pictures. And then actually when your husband and daughter were here, when you guys were recording your other podcast, Emma started showing me pictures on Cody's phone. And I didn't want to be a bitch, but I was like, I have seen every one of these photos.
She should have shown you all the underwater pictures I took while we were snorkeling.
I think she showed me one, but she kept showing me like, she'd like show me a picture and then another one, and then she'd forget and like go back to this.
Like, look at
and
this.
I'm like, this is the 5th time of me seeing it. Thank you.
Yeah,
Emma.
yeah.
Because when you sent me pictures on your cruise, I like went back through the day and looked at them.
You're like, I'm
I wish
pretending
I was you.
to be on the vacation with me.
I wish I was with my best friend right now.
Next up.
Next up, why the fuck do people send me these? Okay. Actually, this one says, would you let me take care of your bills just for your advice and attention?
Send them to me. I love giving advice.
You need to get on TikTok.
I don't necessarily want to say that it's good advice, but I will give advice.
I also got one that said, nice to meet you. I am looking for a mature, passionate, educated soulmate from the United States, male, over 40 years old. If you have the same idea, you can add me on WhatsApp.
Well, you're not that
I'm not any of those things.
mature, passionate, 40-year-old
Educated,
male.
40 years old. I'm barely in the United States. I feel like I'm in fucking Antarctica. So...
You're living in Candyland, actually.
Actually, I think I forgot to tell you. A psychic slid in my DMs and was like, hey, I feel a strong connection to you. Could I do a reading?
Did you say yes?
Fuck it. Yeah, sure. And she says, what would you like me to tell you?
No, tell me what you know.
I was like, you messaged me and said that you felt like you had something to tell me.
Yeah. So did she have anything to tell you?
I don't remember. I don't know. I was pretty fucking snappy with her though, because first off, I was tired. But second, like, you messaged me. What do you want me to say to you? Oh, right here. I didn't message you for my own sake. Reached out to you because I felt a strong connection and energy towards you. I am seeing you need to be more focused into your career and stop worrying about your future or stepping out of the box. I see everything falling in place as well with love. I am seeing there has been jealousy around you through family and friends behind your back. You are a leader, not much of a follower. I see there has been a lack of sleep, anxiety, etc. You absorb a lot of energy. You give good advice to others, but never for yourself. That was fucking rude. You're always putting yourself last, but I do see change coming. You are very motivated and determined on achieving your goals, and you will get there by your good karma. How weird that we just talked about karma. You love being recognized for your hard work, and I see at times you feel like you're not much appreciated. So, I mean, it was very general. But like, yeah, sure, I relate to that. And then I said thank you, and she said, but did you still have interesting to make me proceed on? I didn't reply to that one.
I wonder if ChatGPT can give me a fortune.
I mean, go to China One.
What? No. I'm just going to ask ChatGPT right now.
Oh, God. Okay.
ChatGPT and me are friends insofar as that I can use it to organize my thoughts really well.
You know what my ChatGPT is? The fucking Snapchat one.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, that's the one I use.
I don't do that. I use regular ChatGPT. I'm going to ask it if it can give me a psychic reading.
I don't care if it's real. Just give me something.
Sure, let's do a fun intuitive reading.
Great.
Let me know what you're focusing on. Okay. We'll just do general future. Let's see what it says. Oh God, it wrote so much. Oh my God, it wrote so many big paragraphs.
You could.
This is the most general thing I've ever read.
Our psychic that we have used time and time again is fucking spot on.
Now I want you to ask
My psychic?
no,
Yeah.
your ChatGPT if I can give you a psychic reading. Your Snapchat.
If it's long, I'm not fucking
Don't read
reading
it. I just think it's I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny that it's like,
What do I say? Give me
ooh.
a fortune reading. Give me a fortune reading.
Does any of this resonate with where you are now? I think it's really funny that it said that it could.
Oh, it's very short. A new opportunity is on the horizon, and it will bring you unexpected joy. Embrace change and trust your instincts.
I love that fortune cookie. That was perfect.
Yeah, great. A new opportunity is coming my way. I can't wait to find out what the fuck it is. You know, I just want my life to stay the same for a little bit.
No, you asked the universe this year for growth, right?
I did. I asked for my manifestations for this year is to grow as a human, to grow in money, and to also like I don't think I should say it out loud, but pull me away from things that are not meant from me.
Why would you not want that to be said out loud? Does it make it too real?
Because what if like my fucking dog dies or something?
I don't really think that's probably the...
Wait, I need to I feel like you have to be really specific with manifesting. So when I say I want to be pulled away from things that are not meant for me, I mean very much career-wise and connections with humans. Although I don't really have that many humans left in my life, so maybe I take that back.
You're good with where you're at on the humans front?
For the most part with the humans, I am good. Pull me away from, it really is regarding to work. Pull me away from the clients that are not nice to me, that don't appreciate me, don't appreciate my stylist. Pull everyone away that has any negative aura from my salon, because I don't deserve it, and my employees deserve nothing less than the best. So that's what I mean by pulling me away from anything that's not meant for me. It's more so like salon wise, and for my employees, because they're just fucking angels.
Well, according to all your reviews,
Yeah,
you're fucking set.
Yeah, the other day I checked. It's been a really long time since I've checked the salon reviews. And we had, I think it was 3 stars. We have 0 1 stars, 0 2 stars, 3 3 stars, maybe like 5 4 stars, and then like 1,300 5 stars. And that was just like so incredible to see.
Especially where the salon exists.
We are in a very, very small town. And I also there is 5 of us who work there. No one is full-time there. Like
You. And even, I mean...
depends, yeah. I mean, like, I would consider myself full-time, but there is no one who works 5 days a week there.
Mm-hmm.
There's no one that hits 40 hours a week there.
Mm-hmm.
I like one of my employees works like 11 hours a week. One of them works 4.
Mm-hmm.
And to see that many people really like us is so incredible. That was really cool to see. I immediately texted Jessie. We were talking about something else and I immediately texted her and I was like, look at this shit.
It was very impressive.
It's something else.
Knowing like, I mean, this is on your like program for your business checkout, but like knowing how many reviews people get on Facebook, even for like very long-term businesses in the community that could have amassed reviews, don't likely have that many reviews. Probably don't even have half that many reviews. Like it's really impressive.
I think it's actually even more impressive that I don't think even one time I have told a client, like, make sure you give us a review. Like on Fresha. Like when I first started, I did run like a little promo that like just give us a review. I did not force anyone to give us 5 stars, 4 stars, whatever. And they got like $10 off their color or something because I wanted my business to grow and I wanted it to start popping up on people's like salons near me and see that we actually have like valid reviews from people.
Right.
But I have not once said to a client as they're checking out, like, hey, can you review us on our app?
Right.
Never. So like none of those were even us asking and them feeling bad like they have to.
Right.
Because like everyone gets fucking automated emails and stuff for it. But like how many times do you actually click? I never click on automated emails. Like, thanks for your purchase. Never do I click on those. But like all these clients, they do the extra thing because they want to. And that makes me feel really good.
Right.
That
And
makes
you
me
guys
feel
have
so
a
good.
lot of return clients.
Yeah.
Like a lot of consistent clients. And like I have to say that I don't know, like I have never been a salon client. I never really did things with my hair, so I can't say from like experience, but it never seemed to me like a lot of the people that I knew even consistently went to a salon. Like they like this place had an opening when I wanted to get my hair cut, so I went there.
Right.
You know.
Right.
And like I feel like when I walk in and I sit down in the chair behind the desk and I look, I recognize the names of like everybody that's coming in because they're there all the time. And I mean, sometimes you guys have walk-ins, but like a lot of your new clients turn into repeat clients.
Yeah. Our return client rate is pretty high. I don't remember the exact, because at the end of the year I can look at all of that.
Yeah.
It's very cool to see businesses grow, especially when you're the owner and you bought it as a 22-year-old fucking mess. Life was not great. Life was not fucking great. It was not great then. I feel like at that point I was like, I have 2 options. I moved to California because I wanted to work for Dreamcatcher's headquarters. Or I buy that salon. And even though most people were like, don't buy the salon, you'll never become successful, I was like, I'm fucking do it anyways. And I did it.
You're here.
And we made it for now. Knock on fucking wood. We did it for now.
So proud of you.
Oh, I'm gonna cry.
You've exceeded your 5 years is over.
Yeah.
You've exceeded your first 5-year failure. So
6 is April 1st.
Yeah.
April 1st will be 6 whole years that I have been a shit show owning a business.
You're doing pretty good.
I know, it's not a shit business. I was going to say a shit business, but like I'm pretty
You're
proud.
1,355 5-star reviews. Say
we
otherwise.
have more. There have been people who have left reviews this week, so
Oh, great.
lying. There's more, but they're all 5 stars.
At minimum 15-star reviews. 15 stars.
I also want to say that someone left one of my employees a 3 or 4 star review, and in the review essentially said that they were leaving her that bad review because she was pregnant and she felt as though she didn't do her best work because she was pregnant.
Didn't someone also accidentally leave like a 3-star review but like say she did a great job? Is that like a thing that happened?
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, I loved it.
So
3
she
stars.
left. Okay. I'm gonna give employee A did the hair. Okay. So, and there's employee B. She left the review for employee A, a 3-star who did the haircut or whatever, and then said, employee B did a great job on my haircut. And it left a 3-star. So I sent it to both of the girls and I was like, well, if they look under employee A's reviews, they're going to think she didn't even do that haircut.
Yeah.
And then employee B, it doesn't show up for her reviews because it wasn't her who fucking did it anyway.
And she also said she did a great job.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah,
not
it was
even
a
a
nice
bad review.
I feel like it might have been like a boomer that accidentally clicked it and didn't even know that was a thing.
You know what? That's how I feel using Facebook on Safari on my phone. Like I don't have the app and I only use it for Marketplace and some like fitness groups. But when I am like scrolling stuff, I manage to accidentally click like the like button. And then I don't know how to undo it. Or like I accidentally make an angry face under a comment.
Oh no.
And then I'm like, I don't know how to undo it.
What did I do? At least it's not your name though.
Yeah.
You're not friends with anyone you know on there.
I'm not friends with anyone at all.
Fucking blank profile picture and shit. Jessie sent me, I knew that Jessie deleted Facebook, Instagram, all of this. She sends me a screenshot of like someone was selling some kind of workout set. And I was like, who sent that to you? Because you don't have Facebook. And she's like, oh, I created a fake Facebook so I could order clothes off of this.
Yeah, like I was like buying stuff off of like buy sell groups.
Yeah.
Like fitness wear. And I also use it to like look at Marketplace stuff.
She's like, I don't want Facebook necessarily. I just want to spend my money.
Pretty much. Hopefully people can hear Chanel.
My dog's going fucking nuts that she's not allowed in here.
We should probably handle that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it was nice talking to you guys. Thanks for listening again.
If you have any fun facts about Anna Delvey or Billy McFarland or
leave them in the comments.
anyone, come join our Discord. We're gonna have there's lots of space for conversation there.
Yeah.
We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, our Discord is 2 brains, 1 girl.
2 girls, 1 brain.
Fucking, I can never get it right.
Never.
I can never get it right, but at least it's not 2 girls, 1 cup.
Someday we'll outlive this.
We're never going to.
I'm going to desperately try to outlive this.
We're also working on a Patreon, guys, too, if you want to check it out. It, again, is 2 brains, 1 girl. Fuck!
Not a single part of her didn't say that with her chest. She was like, that's it. I got it.
What is it? 1 girl, 2 brains.
2 girls.
2. Because if I say 2 girls, I automatically say
2
1
girls.
cup. 1 brain.
2G, 1B.
Yeah.
It's 2G, 1B.
I wondered why you named the episode that when you sent it to me. Forever. But yeah.
2 gals.
1 brain.
1 braino.
Yeah. We are working on our Patreon as well if you just want to check it out and see.
We're going to play some fun games on there.
We are. We're going to have exclusive content where Jessie tries to quiz me on things that I should have learned in
We're straight up gonna play Trivia Crack.
We're gonna play Trivia Crack where I can do with Jessie because Jessie knows everything. You know, it's gonna be a fun time. I'm really excited for that.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see the more so there's gonna be videos. And I'm excited to see reactions of Jessie and I on camera because sometimes I'm recorded on things and then I look back and I'm like, why the fuck did I make that face?
It's gonna be good.
It's gonna be so good.
I'm pumped.
Super excited.
All right. Well, until next time,
we will catch you later, skater, alligator, mom and with that, tater.
We've made 1 whole brain.
Goodbye.
Bye.
We got 1 brain between us, don't you know? 2 girls trying to make this show. Life and issues, highs and lows. Laugh it up, anything goes. With 2 girls and just 1 brain. Common sense is spreading thin. Talking life through joy and pain. Tune in, laugh and let us in. got dilemmas, got our flaws. Spill the tea with no pause. Watch us laugh, breaking laws. Two minds might find lost cause. With two girls and just one brain, common sense is spreading thin. Talking life through joy and pain. Tune in, laugh, and let us in. One brain, that's all we got. Join the ride, like it or not. Taking swings, miss the shot, but our humor's always hot. With two girls and just one brain, common sense is spreading thin. Talking life through joy and pain. Tune in, laugh, and let us in. One brain, that's all we got. Join the ride, like it or not. Taking swings, miss the shot, but our humor's always hot. With two girls and just one brain,